welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing a tag video. It's called My First Time Tag. So yeah, the title is a little crazy, but it's not what you think. It's actually what I first thought too, but I watched Gregory Gorgeous on doing this tag, and I was like, well, it's not even that bad. It's just like first time you did things. Just a side note, you guys, I don't tend to do videos like this because I ramble a lot, so there's probably going to be a lot of editing in this video, but I'm going to try to make it as raw as possible. Whatever, so like I'm already rambling. Alright guys, so yeah, like I said, I tag all of you, and I'm leaving the questions in the description box. And the reason why I decided to do this video is because I thought it was fun, it's different, and I like doing tags, so I don't think the lighting is as good either, so I'm trying. Alright guys, so let's just go ahead and get started because I'm rambling already. So yeah, I'm doing this tag, and I have no idea who created this tag, but I think it's fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this tag already, and I'm gonna stop talking. Okay, so do you still talk to your first love? I do not. I've had he was my first boyfriend, obviously. I was 17. I had just turned 17. Yeah, I do not talk to him because I live in Jersey, and two, I broke up with him because he cheated on me. He got a girl pregnant. So I do not talk to him. I wish him all the best, but I don't talk to him. And yeah, what was your first job? So my first job was working with my uncle. He owned this like shop. I wasn't really familiar with the store, but like I was really good at cashiering, so I was a cashier. And it was like a family sort of atmosphere because it was my uncle and my aunt and my cousin. I was working with my cousin most of the time because he taught me everything. And I was like 14 or 15. Sorry, I'm looking at the monitor. I'm just making sure how much time I have. What was your first car? I don't know what my first car was. I got it cash, so it was like cheap. It lasted me like 3 months. That is why you never get cheap cars, because they last you very, like, for a little bit and like you're done. It was like 3 months. I was living, I left to Arizona to live by myself for school, so I bought it cash, and I learned my lesson, you guys. Like, don't ever buy cheap cars because they're not gonna last you. So that's what happened. 3 months and I was done. So yeah, it really sucked. I have no idea what the car was, but it was old and white. That's what I can tell you. Who was the first person to text you today? It was my fiance, because I text him most of the time. I wake up and that's the first thing in my head. Like, text your fiance. Who was the first person you thought of this morning? My fiance. Gotten into the habit of texting each other since we met. He goes to work like early, so I am responsible to text him first. He texted me this morning. We used to say good morning, or how's work, or what are you up to, blah 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 blah. Who was your first grade teacher? My first grade teacher was her name was Miss Machado. I really didn't like her, but she was so pretty. I was like so jealous because she was like gorgeous, right? Sorry if I move a lot. I have like ADD. I really didn't know much English when I was younger. My primary language was Spanish. Yeah, it was Miss Machado who was my first teacher. Since I didn't know much English, she switched me over to this guy. Oh, there's like hair everywhere. Another teacher. Oh, I'm rambling. I hate rambling on these videos. But his name was Mr. Cruz, and he had a crush on my mom, so I really didn't like him. He would whisper in my ear saying, "Oh, tell your mom I say hi," and cut hugs and kisses. So it was uncomfortable. We went to a pool party and we saw him, so I thought he was like stalking us, and I don't know, I just didn't like him. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? So it's me, my sister, and my brother. I was the youngest. And we went to Chicago. We went to visit my dad like every other year, I think. So we weren't scared at all because we were like with each other, and it was the adrenaline, so I wasn't scared. And it was fun for me because it was new. So it was Chicago. We went for vacations once in a while with my dad to see my dad. And what is up with the freaking lighting? I just hate it when the lighting is bad. Sorry guys, I'm really sorry. Who was your first best friend, and do you still talk? My first best friend was in elementary school. I do have like trust issues with girls, and I learned this in a really young age, not to trust a lot of girls because they will backstab you. Because girls are crazy. They're crazy. I admit to that. I'm a little crazy sometimes. She was awesome. We used to be together all the time, and now she lives in Mexico and she is preggo, so I'm happy for her. I'm really happy for her. I'm happy for people that are happy. So we really don't talk. We kind of talk through Facebook, but not as much because I live in Jersey and she lives in Mexico, so I love her. I love her. So, I cannot keep still. I'm so annoying. Where was your first sleepover? I was never allowed. I was never allowed to have sleepovers or to be in sleepovers. Even with my best friend who lived like 2 houses away, my mom was very strict, so I was never allowed. But the first time that my mom ever allowed me to sleep over was with my teacher. It was like with a whole bunch of other like friends, classmates. We were choreographing this dance. I'm sorry guys, the camera just decided to shut on me, so I was recording and I don't remember where I left off, but I know that I was talking about my favorite teacher, Miss Linares, who we had sleepover with, and that is what I remember. Alright guys, let's go on to the next question. Who was the first person you talked to this morning? You talked to today? I haven't spoken to anyone all day because I've been here by myself all day, but the person that I texted was my fiance, so I guess that's considered talking, right? Whose wedding were you in the first time? I don't think that question makes sense. 1 and 2, I've been to weddings before, but I've never been in one. Like, I've never been like a flower girl or bridesmaids or anything like that. But I've been to weddings. And the first wedding that I ever went to was my cousin's wedding. That question doesn't make sense, but I hope that I answered that correctly. Let me go on to the next question. What was the first thing you did this morning? I woke up, I watched like 10-20 minutes of YouTube, or I listen to podcasts for 10-20 minutes, and that's the only way I wake up. And then I go ahead and make myself coffee or something. I try not to drink coffee, but I drink coffee because that's the only way I wake up. So yeah, I listen to like Joel Osteen, Joyce Meyer. I don't know if I said their names correctly, but I love listening to inspirational people. Like, it just makes your day. I listen to podcasts or I watch YouTube videos. What was the first concert you ever went to? I've never been to a concert, but I've been to quinceañeras, and quinceañeras are like sweet 16s in like Spanish community. So I went to a quinceañera party. I saw Baby Bash and Lil Rob. Lil Rob, you probably don't know him, but the West Coast. You guys know what I mean. Like, he's like a famous Spanish singing, rapping Chicano. I think he's Chicano. But and Baby Bash, like, his eyes were just amazing. I really want to watch Hillsong. They're a Christian group, and I would want to see them in concert. First broken bone. I've never had like a broken bone. I don't think so. But I was a cheerleader before. I did like a flip and I landed wrong, and I think I broke my something on my back is messed up, and I know this because I'm not comfortable most of the time when I'm like sitting. Like, if I'm sitting down for more than 20 minutes, it's painful to be sitting. I can't stand, and I lock my knees a lot, so I try not to do that because my back starts hurting. I broke my nose when I was little. Well, I didn't break it, it was my brother. We were like spying on people, so we ran into each other, we clashed into each other, and he broke my nose, and you can see, like, now I look like a pig, but it's supposed to be a little like this. It's supposed to be like this. Now I look like a pig. But, it's supposed to be like this because it's broken, the bone is broken, and I couldn't have surgery back then, so they told me you need to wait until you're older to get surgery. But I just want to, like, they said they need to trim like the bone or something, like this, like high bone here. What I'm trying to say is that my brother broke my bone and I broke his tooth. So we clashed. He broke my nose, I broke his tooth. We're even. First piercing. My first piercing was my ears. I was back in Chicago and I remember it was like so painful. So painful. And I had so many infections growing up with my ears. That was my first piercing and my only piercing. I don't have any other piercings. First foreign country you've gone to. The first foreign country that I've gone to was Mexico. This was like 10 years ago. It was different. So I haven't been there 10 years. I'm not interested in going anytime soon. Maybe if I have a bodyguard and my fiance, then I will go. But by myself, no thank you very much. I'm terrified because of personal reasons. But yeah, Mexico has been my only foreign country I've ever been to. Has it? Yes, it has. Okay, let's move on. I think I rambled because I need to get a little more comfortable with the camera and talking to the camera like I'm talking to you guys. But I need to get more comfortable. That's why I ramble. I figured it out. First movie you remember seeing? Bambi, Lion King, Sleeping Beauty, anything like that. When was your first detention? My first detention was back in first grade when this guy that had this little boy that had a crush on wanted to have my answers, or he wanted me to, like, I don't remember much of it, but I gave him I whispered the answers to him on the other side of the room, and I was whispering the answers, and my teacher caught me and I had detention. But never do that, guys. Like,
just don't do that. Even if it's someone that you like really, really bad, but don't do that because sometimes they use you.
Who was your first roommate? I've never had a roommate, but I did sleep like with my sister. Even though she's my sister, I like to be more independent. I like to be myself. She's that way too. So, what was the first lesson you ever took? I've never had like professional lessons, but in school I had choir, dance. Like I can't even forget. I had dance lessons. I used to go to New York City every Friday night, and I would take like dance lessons. I do plan to go back. Who was the first person beauty related on YouTube you ever watched? Michelle Phan. If you're not subscribed to her, you need to subscribe to her right now. She was one of the first beauty gurus on YouTube. She's just really, really talented. She has a gift. Like, she really does have a gift. She has her own beauty line now, so you can see like how far she's gone because of YouTube. So that's inspirational. She's awesome. She's very down to earth. Yeah, she's just great, you guys. Like, definitely go check her out. She's awesome. And that concludes the question. Oh my god, I have so many flyaways. It's just so annoying. So annoying. I don't even know, but it's keeping my hair loose. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely, if you like this. Oh my god, what is that?
Oh my god, that better not be a bug. Oh my god, that better not be a bug. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
I don't even know if that's inside or outside. I am horrible at saying goodbyes. But if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Okay, so I will leave the questions down there in the description box, and let me know if you have any requests for me to make any videos or anything like that. We'll definitely do them. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.